This is a okra plot.
Yes.
And this one is for agric economists, right?
Yes.
An extension. So you are the one that is in charge, isn't it? Please, can you tell us the variety of okra that you planted?
The variety of okra that we planted was Lima F1.
Lima F1.
That was the variety we planted.
Okay.
Yes.
So, um, what is the scientific name of okra?
The scientific name of okra is Ebemuscus esculensis.
Okay. And when you came here to cultivate this land, did you till it?
Yeah, we did tilling. First of all, after clearing the land, we added manure. Then we tilled the land.
But the type of tilling you did is just minimal.
Minimal tilling.
And what do we call that?
That is what we call conservative farming.
Yeah, conservative farming. So when you till it a little, without tilling it much, that is a minimum tillage. A very little type of tillage.
Yes, sir.
That's minimum tillage,
Yes,
right?
yes, sir.
What is the reason that you mulched?
The reason why we mulch this place is that to prevent erosion. Erosion one, and also to conserve water.
To conserve water.
And
Yes.
also, we also mulch this place to prevent weeds from going out from the soil.
Okay.
To prevent the weeds. So that was the reason why we did this mulching.
Okay. So this type of agriculture is called what?
Conservative agriculture.
Okay. Can you explain to us why we call conservative agriculture climate smart?
The reason why we call conservative agriculture climate smart is that the carbon sequestration,
Yes.
as in like it's taken that way.
Yes.
So normally carbon
First of all, the plants manufacture food using carbon dioxide.
Yes, sir.
So with this, they appropriate it into their leaves, their stems, and the roots.
Yes, sir.
So when we take these plant materials and we put them on the ground, they undergo decomposition, and then the carbon is appropriated into the soil. This is what we call below ground carbon sequestration. Okay. So because the carbon that would have caused heat in the atmosphere is now incorporated into the soil, we call this one what? We call it climate smart. You are trying to be smart in trying to reduce the heat that is now prevailing in the atmosphere, which we call greenhouse gas causing global warming. Thank you very much. So this one is yeah, this is okra.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Among those of you that are leading the groups, do you have anything to add, to contribute concerning okra? Why are the leaves like this? Are you having problem with pests?
Well, yes, I would say that because when you don't spray regularly, or at least in a week, 2 or 3 times a week, the pest tends to come into your plants.
Yeah.
And when you don't spray, it begins to decay your plants, begins to eat up your plants. So because
well, don't use the word decay the plant.
Because of lack of spraying,
Okay, wait. When you spray, what are you spraying against?
We are spraying against insects.
What have you noticed here? You've noticed some insects like aphids, then flea beetle. So these are the things you are spraying, and if they are not sprayed, they will not transmit a virus disease that is causing a distortion of leaves. Okay, who is in charge of cucumber? Cucumber. Eh? What is the scientific name of cucumber? Cucumis. Okay. Okay. So how many bears of cucumis do you have here? 60 bears. Okay. 20, 60. That's 60 bears. So how many students do you have in the class altogether?
Altogether is 40.
Total students in 100 level.
Total students 212.
212 students. Each of them having one bear each. Yes. Okay. So let's go over to the other side. What do you have on the other side?
We have a carrots and pumpkin barrel.
And pumpkin, that's fluted pumpkin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to that side. Well, this is still part of the cucumber, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is this?
Steak. They're called the steak.
Okay, that's called what?
This steak.
Yeah. Why did you stick? I want it to climb
on the floor.
to maximize space. I want it to climb. So this, you see, it is the weed that is climbing here. Can you remove this one? It's not. No, just pull it from the ground. Leave that one. Just pull it from the ground. Okay. Okay, this is the carrot plant. This one belongs to who? Yes. Ado Sandra. That's mat number FAG CROS 1523480. Okay. Yeah. So I can see that this place is also mulched. Okay. How many lines of carrot do you have here now?
So we have 5 lines.
5 what?
5 lines.
5 lines. Why are some bigger than the others?
Because these ones are, we planted them at this one. The rate at which this one grew was different from this one. At time.
Okay, some didn't plant at time. So when they now replanted, what is that called in agriculture? Supplying. Yeah, that is called what? Supplying. So these ones were supplied. So the ones that were supplied cannot be as big as the one that were planted first. Okay. So how many students are having carrot? 37 students. Okay. So you are the group leader. Yeah, both of you are group leaders. Thank you very much. So can you tell us why you mulched?
Yes.
Yes. Anybody can talk.
Yes. First, it helps to retain water, and it helps the crops to grow well, to yield well, and it prevents erosion.
So what do you what do you think is the advantage of mulching over not mulching? The advantage of conservative agriculture to the conventional agriculture. In conventional agriculture, we till, make bed, okay? We don't cover ground, and we don't do crop rotation. So what is the advantage of this method now over what we used to do before? Yes? Who is answering? I think you want to say something.
I think the mulching increases soil nutrients.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. You mean that when you mulch, when it decomposes, it becomes manure. But in conventional agriculture, we don't mulch. We simply just till and plant. Okay. So what other thing? Some of these things we have already said them. Talk about controlling erosion. Yes. Let somebody talk about. We are now comparing. We are comparing.
Agriculture is better than convention because it is stress free. It's stress free. Normally, conservation agriculture, we make ridges.
Yes.
Which is going to take time. Like if we are making a ridge for this bed,
Yes.
it's going to take time. That we just minimizing the soil.
Yes.
And putting our crops, so it's stress free.
Okay.
It's also it gives you a lot of space. It
Yeah.
gives you spacing, because when you are tilling a ground, the amount of space you give from each till it's bigger, and
Okay.
it conserves much space. So indirectly, conservative agriculture gives you account and room for space to plant.
Okay. Thank you. Any other thing? What of in terms of erosion?
Well, in terms of erosion, that is where the mulch comes in.
And which one is better, conservative or conventional?
Conservative,
Yeah.
because if you are doing the conventional, the erosion can still easily carry the soil.
Yes. Because it's
The-
seed,
and
it's loose.
and there's no
So
mulch.
when rain falls or when wind blows, they can easily be dislodged and cause erosion. But this one, the ground is always covered. It reduces the temperature of the soil because it's no longer direct heating of the sun. Okay. And um, well, we've been hearing about global warming. Is there any from your mind? Is there any sign that there is global warming? The earth is warming up. What what evidence do you have?
The evidence we have there is that now the World Health Organization
Yes,
have asked everybody to be planting trees around everywhere,
yes,
like to prevent the global warming, to prevent the activities of the humans from affecting the global, from affecting the ozone layer.
yes.
So now it's not advisable for everybody to plant trees around, like, around your environment and some other places
Yes.
to prevent global warming.
But what are the evidence? Before World Health Organization is saying we should plant trees, and what are the evidence? What have you seen that makes you think actually the earth is warming up?
Because it affects our crops. When the ozone layer is being destroyed, the glow and the sun rays get
Well, the point of correction. What is causing this global warming is presence of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. This carbon dioxide traps long-range waves. That is the heat after the reflection of heat on the earth is being trapped by this carbon dioxide and reflected back. This is what is causing the much of the heat, and it's as a result of mass activity. Okay, so this is excessive heat that is we are talking about as a result of greenhouse gases. What is the how can you say that it's now we are seeing it? What is the evidence that there is what we call global warming? Yes, somebody wants to talk.
So the evidence is that now the rate at which the soul is not penetrated downward is not very high. That is to say that global, as like the human activities have really affected the ozone layer and now make everywhere to be very hot for us.
Okay. Yes. Any other person? No, we have extreme weather condition. Sometimes when we are expecting rain, rain is not falling. And sometimes when rain is not supposed to fall, that is when rain is falling. So if even farmers are confused. uh They don't know when to start planting. They don't know when to what to expect. So they are confused. This is as a result of global warming. Sometimes instead of rain to fall normal, you know, it falls over and cause flooding. As you can see in some states, last year there was flooding. If you go some other places, there is flooding. Okay, so that is evidence that the earth is actually warming up. Any other thing? So we have not checked Tertiaria occidentale. That side is Tertiaria occidentale. How many students planted Tertiaria occidentalis?
40 students.
40 students.
Yes, sir.
So you are the one in charge of Tertiaria occidentalis. What are those things that we are seeing there?
Those things are
The one up,
six.
stakes. Okay, what do you want to do with those stakes?
Once the Sapphira accidentally begin to grow, then they will not inform with the wound
Yeah, they will climb the stake.
The seed.
Mm-hmm.
Will not spread on top of the wound.
Yes.
Then immediately spread on top of the wound. You get to a time where they now produce food seed.
Yes. Well, what are you interested in? Is it the seed or the vegetable, the leaves?
I'm interested in both, the
Okay.
seed and the leaves,
Okay.
because the seed are going to produce more for us.
Okay.
Hence I want to.
So finally, this your experience now. What are you going to do with it? We were talking about our way of farming before, but now we are introducing you to conservative agriculture, climate smart agriculture. So when you live here, what are you going to do? Yes,
We'll put what we have learned into practice.
you will put what you have learned into practice. So instead of practicing conventional agriculture, you now practice conservative agriculture. Okay, that is good. Thank you very much. This is 100 level students. You are just coming into the university and we are trying to put you through to how we can produce more food. You know, the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, almost more than half talks about how to eradicate poverty and how to produce more food security. So food security and combating climate change working hand in hand. That is what we are trying to practice using climate smart agriculture in what we call conservative agriculture. This one is conservative agriculture. There are other type of practices people do that can also be climate smart, like agroforestry, whereby you plant trees inside the farm. So that one also help in above ground carbon sequestration, right? Um, there's one we call EBA, that is ecosystem based agriculture. That is another climate smart agriculture. So we are trying to introduce you now into climate smart agriculture for youths. So we intend to organize some other programs. You will have to connect to internet, you subscribe so that it's a discussion group, so that you belong to that discussion group. You will see your youths all over the world, how they are experiencing climate change and how to combat problem of hunger. Then you will discuss with them and they too, you learn from them and they will learn from you. Thank you very much.